Hello everybody and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time we lost Zalbar. We can get him back and we will. But for now I'm going to be working with Karth and Bastila. So first thing I want to do, where am I? Is I want to go over this way. By the way, there are boxes like this scattered all over the village. I'll get this one. The hyper stims are much more powerful versions of the normal stims if you use them. I'm not going to use them, so I just wanted to show you. Anyway, I'm going to go in this house. I'm not going to get any more of the boxes sitting around, but I'm going to go in this house to open up another quest. See, there are two Wookiees in here. Talk to Warwill first, because this is his house. I've never spoken to an outsider. I mean, Jundar makes us learn to understand you, but I've never been this close to one of you. What are you doing here? Have you come to laugh at us? Come to gloat about how many of us you take? Can you even understand me? I understand you. I'm not here as a slaver. Then why are you here? Can I ask you some questions? Oh, please don't. I haven't been paying attention to anything since Rorwar went missing. Do you know anything about that? I hope not. I hope you slavers didn't get him. Not that you're a slaver. I'm sorry, I'm very tired. I haven't slept much lately. Who was Rorwar? Rorwar? Oh, he's the greatest. He's led hunting parties to the Shadowlands, and he's even fought outsiders, slavers, like you probably are. He's taught me a lot. He said I could grow up as strong as him, and that I'd fight you too. I will, too. I will. When did Rorwar go missing? Stop bothering the boy, outsider. He doesn't need you taunting him. But what if they know something? Maybe they can help. An outsider? Help? Look around you, Warwill. Outsiders do nothing but steal and lie and take the best among us. Outsider, you talk to me if you must bother us at all. Leave him alone. Goodbye. I guess. Alright. That's something else we wanted to investigate. Let's see what Jarok has to say. What does you want? What is it you want, outsider? You are not welcome here, no matter what anyone says. Wanted to ask about Kashyyyk. I have nothing to say to you. Go and learn what you can while bleeding our planet of its people and honor. Shouldn't we ask if they've seen Rorwar? Maybe they understand us. Most outsiders don't even bother to learn our language. I will not speak to them, and neither will you, Warwill. I won't allow it. I must leave. Good riddance. Don't come back, outsider. Okay. Met with hostility. Not even 5 minutes in. Isn't that just a lovely way to start this video? Anyway, there's more you can do over there, but I'm gonna save it for later. Because, basically it's where you go when you finish that quest I just started. Anyway, I am going to head out of the village once I'm done with this conversation.
How can I help?
You look like you have something to say.
I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us.
What was that? I think I'm going deaf. You better say it again.
You're teasing me. You know very well what I said.
I'm still reeling from the shock. Was that a compliment?
Well, yes. Surely that's not so surprising.
It's just, But you sounded so pained when saying it.
Did I? I am trying to be sincere here. It occurred to me that I may have been too critical of you, too demanding at times.
May have been?
I am trying my best. You're not making this easy for me, you know.
Your compliments need some work, I think.
I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really.
Don't forget edgy, critical, and overly secretive.
Yes, well, there's no need for you to agree so wholeheartedly. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course.
We could be more than friends, Bastila.
Please, it's not allowed. I have to remain true to the Jedi ideal. If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
No, I'm glad you did. I care for you too, Bastila. As a friend.
Well, that was not nearly so difficult as I feared. Thank you for hearing me out. I feel much better. But enough soul searching for now. We should probably continue on with our mission.
Yes, we should. And I'm going to head on out of here. So, to get back out of here, you have to come all the way up in the north and step out onto the Great Walkway. By the way, this is the only spot on the planet where you can use the instant transit system. Remember a while back how I mentioned that there was a planet that you visit where there's only one place you can do this? This was the planet I was referring to. Anyway, I'm gonna head back out on the Great Walkway. Okay, so back on the Great Walkway. In the last episode, right at the end, Chundar told us that we could go past the Wookiee guard that stopped us before we got to the village. These things are alive again. May pose a bit of a problem this time because Zalbar's not with us. But we do have Bastila who can heal us. As long as she doesn't run out of force, she'll do it automatically. Most of the time. Okay. Alright. That's taken care of.
Bastila, I was wondering something. How did those Vulcans manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulcans came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
Of all the Jedi in the galaxy, why do we get one who's absent-minded?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulcans probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend, Karth. Though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
Wait, so she hasn't explained what happened to Terrace yet? That being said, I thought she said she looked everywhere in that pod. Okay, what do you have to say? Judar said you may pass into the Shadowlands, or Wookin will lower you down into the elevator basket. Or Wookin has climbed to the basket from the upper branches, but you will have to walk, outsider. The path is seldom used. There may be vermin nestling inside it. Be ready to fight. Speaking of fights, okay, with that taken care of, there's not anything else over here, so that's basically just incidental grinding. We go this way because this is the way that we're supposed to go. And up here is more Kinrath for us to kill. Alright. Is there something else I can look at here? I thought there was. Apparently not. Okay, so going to heal. Gonna join the battle. What do you want, outsider? I won't let you follow us on our hunt. Choral is not here for your amusement. Could I ask you some questions? Why would you listen to me? Your kind have only been interested in caging or killing us. I won't be your trophy, dead or as a slave. Believe me, you have no place here. Just a few questions. I'm a friend. Only a moment, outsider. I won't be this patient for long. Do you know of a crazed Wookiee in the Shadowlands? The only crazed creature I know of is one of your kind, outsider, not mine. We see him from time to time. We leave him alone. He has our respect because he has braved the lands alone. Sometimes he helps us, lone travelers. He is crazy, though. Our finest warriors hunt the Shadowlands in groups, yet he lives there, alone. Avoid him. Madness is to be feared. Okay, I disagree with you there. How long has he been down there? Many years. It is impossible to know how many. A decade? 2? Perhaps he can answer your questions. Or kill you. What do you think of Chundar? He is our chieftain and will be obeyed. That is our way. Whether I trust what he says or not doesn't matter. In time, someone will replace him. For better or worse, I don't know. That'll be for Baka to decide. How will Baka to decide? What does that mean? Baka was our greatest warrior. His ancient sword is the tool of our ascension. The mark of a chieftain. Chundar no longer displays it, not since he took the role of chieftain years ago. Someone else could produce it. But I talk like a mere child. This is foolishness. Could a blood relative of Chundar challenge him? It would truly take Baka's blade for that to happen. Chundar is the last member of his family. There were others, but they were marked with madness. We don't speak their names. They are without honor. How has Kashyyyk fared under Zerka Corporation? You taunt me with a foolish question like that. How do you think my people go missing or die?
Why not do something about it then, huh?
You can't fight back. Chundar has bartered to reduce the slaves taken, but if any Zerka die, it increases again. How has my world fared? It is slowly dying. I seek an ancient star map. Have you seen it? I don't concern myself with outsider toys. Search where you will, I'm not wasting my time. Okay, I will leave you now. Yes, go. Don't expect a friendly welcome if you return. This world is my home, not yours. Fair enough. Zerka had no right to come here. Zerka had absolutely no right to come here. They did the Wookiees wrong. Wookiees are yeah. Okay, got that stuff. Here's Gore Wookin. Gonna talk to him. Chudar's commanded that I grant you access to the Shadowlands. Gore Wookin is what I'm called. Walk with care. Only our bravest return to these lands. Our soft feet are barely tolerated insult. I have a few questions, Gore Wookin. Chudar said nothing of answering your questions. Be brief. I want to ask if it's dangerous down there. Those that walk the Shadowlands do so at their own risk. It's a test of bravery among my people. Respected feat. But you come here with the Zerka with strange weapons. So much more than we have, yet you still fear. You're pathetic. You get no warnings from me. Prove your worth to us and to yourself. What do you think of the Zerka Corporation? They have made Chudar strong, so we are all stronger. But I do not like them. They are small and hide behind armor. They would not survive the Shadowlands as true Wookiees. They are not worthy to be here, but Chudar wills it. Has anyone else been allowed to go down recently? A few like you in the Shadowlands given permission by Chudar. I do not know why. Only Wookiees should be allowed. Journeys of my people are very personal. I won't speak of them to an outsider. What outsiders are below? For reasons I do not know, Chudar allows those of the Zerka to move in the Shadowlands and kill much. And there is another, but he has earned respect. He does not disturb our lives or customs. And he gets angry like a Wookiee sometimes. His name hurts my tongue. He has lived alone in the Shadowlands for many years now. I want to understand why Wookiees revere the Shadowlands. You can't. You must live here to understand. To see harmony in the danger. Ah, I waste my breath on you. Tell me of the Wookiees so I might show proper respect. You ask very respectfully. Outsiders never do that. I suppose I can mention some of us that have entered the Shadowlands. Latest was Rorwar. He has not returned in many days. He may have died below, but he was very strong and able. Many have died recently. Chudar believes one of our own is below, mad, crazed, killing all. I do not know. We find no bodies to examine. The Shadowlands claim them, I am sure. Just unlock the thing and lower me down. The descent is long. Be still or we will attract unwelcome visitors. Alright, let's go. Alright. Welcome to the Shadowlands. So, over here is the only way we can go according to the map. Let's go over this way. Katarn over here are such a big crap. I had to heal before I came in here. Okay, so now that I'm through that and I'm healed up, keep moving. Those Katarns, the dire Katarns are just your standard enemy. They attack you, do damage, you kill them easily. Bull Katarns will restore minor wounds over time. We have a Jedi facing these Katarns. Interesting. Could this be the madman the Wookiees were talking about?
The damnable racket of battle. Watch yourself. Even more of these crawling beasts are hiding in the underbrush.
I know that voice. Another one I recognize. who are you? What are you doing down here?
I'm Jolie. Jolie Bindo. Follow me to my camp and we'll talk a bit.
You use a lightsaber in battle. Are you a Jedi?
Ah, don't start fawning just yet. I'm too old for it. I know a few things, but we can talk about it at my camp. Keep close. It's nearby under a log. Yeah, I live like some burrowing rodent. I fought the Sith. Now look at me.
I love this character too. Alright, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna follow Jolie, and I am gonna go ahead and check every corpse along the way because you have to find a specific corpse somewhere. There are some Katarns over here, and it would be in your best interest to wipe them out as quickly as possible because I do not believe they respawn. And you're gonna be coming back here later. Well, I will be. Maybe you won't, but I will be. So, in my case, it's my best interest to wipe all the enemies in this, all the random enemies in this place out. Okay. So,
Bastila, did you ever think about joining all the Jedi who were running off to follow Revan and Malak in order to fight the Mandalorians?
That was nearly 5 years ago. I was still an apprentice. My battle meditation hadn't even manifested itself. Yet even then I had the wisdom to obey the will of the Council. Unlike Revan.
I guess. Still, do you ever wonder if things could have been different? I mean, would Revan and Malak still have been corrupted if the Council had supported them instead of dragging its feet?
Do not blame Revan's corruption on the Council. Your Republic saw only the threat of the Mandalorians, but the wisdom of the Masters saw beyond the immediate threat.
what did they see exactly?
There was something lurking out there. Something that devoured Revan and Malak, and many other Jedi. Had the Council sent us all into the unknown, how many more would have fallen?
So you're saying we should have done nothing? Just let the Mandalorians conquer us unopposed? I mean, the Republic was under attack, and the Order abandoned us.
We did not abandon you, but the Council were not about to throw lives away foolishly. In time, we would have aided you against the Mandalorians, but you couldn't wait. Revan and Malak offered a quicker answer, and the Republic chose to walk the easy path rather than the path of wisdom. Now we see the results all around us. You asked me if I think things could have been different. I know they could have. If Revan had only listened to the Council, millions of innocent people would still be alive.
Yeah, right, and every single one of them would have been speaking Mandalorian. I think we're done here. Let's just get back to the task at hand.
Yeah, so that is a debate that is still going on and will continue to go on until the end of, basically the end of the sequel to this game. And this is not where I need to be right now. You remember what Griff was asking for on Tatooine? The, whatever gland from the tack? These little monkeys are the ones that, he sent us here after. This Wookiee corpse is one of the things I was looking for, though. A slaver contract, a bowcaster, and a bowcaster bolt casing. Excuse me. Journal entry added. I'm going to go ahead and look at that contract. This datapad card contains a contract to trade weapons for slaves and a manifest of goods already delivered. It would seem that Roar War had sold a number of Wookiees previously and intended to do so again. Yikes. Okay. Rubble there. Alright. Now, the other thing I was looking for wasn't there, so I think it's over here. Yeah, I think it's past Jolie's hut. Yes, I think I see it now. Over here. broken droid. There we go. Malfunction. My primary motivators are incapacitated. Damaged terminal. Playback. Cause of malfunction. I don't get it. That merchant said there was salvage down here. We need Matt to work the sensors. When he gets back, we'll... Wait, I'm getting something. Oh, it's Eli. Good. Maybe he'll point us in the right direction. Eli, what the... But you got your money, you double-crossing snake! We had a deal! Salvage what parts you can from this droid. Shutting down. Primary systems failing. You start with the droid's head, removing it and placing it into your pack. The energy discharge flows through the remaining parts. Okay, it did apparently do damage. I didn't think it did, but it does. Now, I'm not going to say right away why I'm doing it this way, but I am going to take care of those missions immediately. Normally I'd explain why, but that goes into spoiler territory, so I'm going to just let it fly for now and just say you'll understand when the time comes. But for now, I have to go back to Eli and Matten and back to Rookrora. And I will start by going back to Rookrora. First, I have to go back up. To do that, I have to talk to Gorwookin. Hello, Ken After Dimarath. I've heard nothing of your progress, so I will assume there hasn't been any. I'll take you back to the surface, but do tune to Dundar's task. Don't keep him waiting. Just take me up for now. Very well. Just one moment. Okay, so back here in the village of Rookrora. Now that I have that slaver contract and that bolt casing, I am ready to finish that. I will in a minute.
Yes, what's on your mind?
I want to continue our discussion from before.
I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Don't you think you'd feel better about it if you discussed it?
Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested. When I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul.
You say that name like I should know it.
You don't. I thought everyone did. But Admiral Saul Karth is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again.
You didn't think he would betray the Republic?
Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. I mean, even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all.
So, you blame yourself for trusting your friend?
I blame Saul, not myself. I was stupid and I ignored the danger. He nearly destroyed us all. No, I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it.
So that's all of it, then?
No, it's not. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go.
Okay. So, as I was saying, I have everything I need to continue this quest. And barring anybody else interrupting, I'm going to do that. By God, I'm going to finish this. Okay. So, you have to come in here and talk to Jirak. Why do you return, outsider? Didn't I make myself clear enough? I don't want you here. Do you recognize this bowcaster bolt casing? The casing is mine. Bears my family runes and markings for each of the creatures I have killed.
I do not like where this is leading. I fear it can only end in sorrow.
Where did you get that, outsider? Did you have someone steal it? Have you sought to petty theft now? I found it on Rorwar's corpse. You killed him, didn't you? What? What are you talking about? I warn you, outsider, I won't tolerate your lies in my home. Can you explain why your bowcaster's casing was found on his body? What is going on, Jirak? What are they talking about? Nothing. Outsider lies. Do not listen to that Rorwell. Rorwar was dealing with the slavers. I found his datapad. No, don't say anything else. I can't let you. I killed Rorwar. Tell Rorwar Snor, Lord of the laws. He will judge me. Please, say nothing to Warwill. At a trial, call me guilty. Me be the monster, not Rorwar. Tell Rorwar Snor, Lord of the laws, in the home east of here. Alright, fine. So, now we actually get to see what's over here. But he already told you what it was. So, we're gonna come over here to the holder of the laws. Here's the guy. Hello, outsider. I hear of your arrival. I trust you won't cause trouble in our village. I don't want no bloodshed. Do you know who owns this bolt casing? Let's see if the family insignia is there. Yes, there it is. This belongs to Jirak. How did you get it? I found Jirak's bolt casing on Rorwar's corpse. Oh my, that is very distressing. It definitely seems to suggest that Jirak helped in Rorwar's death. I can't ignore this. But wait here, outsider. I must address this. I will have Jirak brought here. And I hope he can explain this. I really do. Jirak, you know why you have been summoned here. As holder of the laws, I ask you to explain. I won't answer. I can't. Lord Oznor. What must Warwill be here? Warwill is a bond with Rorwar. He is the closest to family that can be found. He's entitled to be here. Jirak, please speak. If you are guilty, it means death. This outsider will be given your possessions. Do you want that? Is there no alternative to death as punishment? If there were circumstances that led to the attack, perhaps we consider another punishment. It all depends on what was behind it.
Good thinking. Jarek doesn't strike me as the type to murder for no reason.
It's a failure of honor. It's very serious. Are there any mitigating factors we need to be aware of? Jirak, won't you say anything in your own defense? I killed Rorwar. I will accept whatever punishment is given. It's better if only my honor is tainted. You did do it? Why? Rorwar was good and honorable. Why did you kill him? You need only know that I did it. The reason is unimportant. Or will. I'm sorry. Jirak, I won't let you do this. Rorwell was dealing with slavers. What? What are you talking about? Liar! Please, don't tell them anything. Rorwell was admired. They need to believe in him. I'm old. I'm not important. Let Warwill and the others have their hero. No, I won't let this happen. Explain yourself, outsider. You have information that will affect this trial. I must know it. Don't listen to these outsider lies. Please, Warwill, don't listen. Rorwar dealt with slavers. Datapad I found on his corpse proves it. But no! No! That's can't be. Chirac! I'm sorry, Wario. I didn't want you to know this is against us. You need someone to look up to. Couldn't let him betray you, betray everyone. Outsiders are enough of a threat by themselves. We don't need traitors of our own.
How sad. It feels like the right thing to do, but to destroy a hero.
Well, as holder of the laws, I declare Chirac innocent. I will see to your release. Well, I must say that you are the first outsider I have been glad to know. You surprised me. Perhaps some of you are capable of honor after all. You're deserving of a reward. What reward? Did I not explain? As the person who discovered the crime, you were also affected by it. You had been given a portion of Chirac's possessions, but he was innocent. Roar, however, was not. Roar was wealthy. His family was taken by slavers, leaving him everything. You get 1/3 of this. Roar receives the rest if he wishes. He is still upset, but he is young. He will recover. Can I ask if anything is happening now? Nothing that you can help with. Roar's crime is causing a bit of a stir, but it will pass in time. Some of us will be disappointed in him, but we have other enemies to worry about. Goodbye. Good luck to you. Bye. I could guide you. Okay. With that, we're done with the village of Rookroaro until we're about to leave this planet. Now, next place I'm gonna go is I'm going to head back to Eli and Matten to turn in that quest. But I'm not going to say see you guys there, because I'm going to fast travel to it. As I said, this place is the only place on this entire planet where I can fast travel. So I'm going to take advantage of that while I can. It's also why I haven't fully healed. However, because it's the only place I can fast travel, I'm taking advantage of my positioning to make sure that I can properly utilize it and, you know, efficiently travel across the planet. So I'm going to stand right here and travel back to the Ebonhawk because Eli and Matten were in the entry area. So now that I'm in this entry area, I simply have to walk over to where Eli and Matten were. And once again, I have to talk to Eli.
Hello again. What can I do for you, most valued customer?
Valued until you can't pay. Watch your credits.
You hurt me, Matten. It's the debt of your crew that keeps you here, not me.
I found this droid head. Can I ask you about it?
Droid head? On Kashyyyk? Let me see that.
It's nothing. I'm certain. Just garbage from the forest floor.
Mere rubbish. It's DAO2, the repair droid from my ship. What was this doing in the forest?
It recorded an ambush. Someone yells Eli's name.
Eli, you snake. You said my crew jacked the ship without paying the repair bill.
Well, that is... It's not how it looks. You see, a good mechanic is hard to find, and...
And what? I thought I owed you. You tricked them into the Shadowlands and killed them while I fixed your freighter in orbit.
Don't act rashly, Matten. Eli is through. Violence won't help.
Now keep your head, Matten. It was just business.
I don't want those dark side points, honestly. Although... probably wouldn't hurt a lot, but... coming up, I'm going to be getting some. Not immediately, but... in a few episodes, I'm going to be getting some. So... I will, just not yet. Now that I'm back here, I just walk onto the Great Walkway, and I head back to Gorwookin. If back on the elevator and head back to Jolie. Gotta give Jolie credit. He is patient enough to let us dick around down here and come and talk to him. Not what I meant to do. He is patient enough to let us dick around down here.
Welcome to my home, such as it is.
Whatever we want.
Pull up a stump and be comfortable. We should discuss a few things.
Yes, I feel there's much you can tell me.
Don't coddle me, child. I'm neither a Jedi nor your master. I'm just an old man that's been lost in the woods for far too long. My days of glory are behind me, but perhaps there is something I can do for you. You must have questions.
I want to ask about you.
What is there to tell? Jolie Bindo is the crazy old man in the dangerous woods. I'm content with the impression I give.
But you use a lightsaber in battle. You are a Jedi.
I follow the Jedi way and I command the Force, yes. I suppose that makes me as much a Jedi as anyone, but what of it? Why should being what I am compel me to entertain others with tales of the good old days, huh? I've seen my share of the dark and the light. Frankly, both extremes annoy me. Of course, I have felt rumblings of change.
I can feel the power of the Force within you, old man. But I do not sense the taint of the dark side. I think you are a servant of the light, despite what you claim.
Well, I assure you, I see more gray than dark or light. I'm just a stubborn old man, tired of the foolishness of others.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you for that assertion. Ask some questions.
Fine, just be brief.
I need information about problems on Kashyyyk.
Yes, among the Wookiees, intriguing creatures. I like that they have little patience for bureaucrats. But of course, even here, there are hidden things that manipulate.
What do you know of Chundar?
Circa Corporation was smart to put him in power. He's as good at destroying Wookiee culture as dropping corpses full of Ardroxian flu. Will you work for him or against him, I wonder? I will be interested to see.
You don't have a recommendation?
Sure. How's this? Think for yourself. I don't care for politics. I'm big on letting people figure things out for themselves.
Thank you!
The Wookiees have prophecies of deliverance if you ask them. But for now, they follow without hesitation. That is their wish.
Have you seen a crazed Wookiee in the Shadowlands?
Maddened with grief, perhaps, but not crazed. I helped him pass to the lower forest where only a Wookiee could follow. Some other matters will determine if you can follow. There is a barrier that, well, we'll talk of that more in a moment.
Do you know I'm missing... We've already solved this, but I actually want to hear what he has to say.
It is a very unfortunate matter. It will end in shame and sorrow. You will find Roar down here, and more. I've witnessed a number of happenings, but I've left them for others to sort out.
You aren't being very helpful.
I wasn't aware I had to be. Look, events like these reveal much about the people involved. I'm well past that introspective tripe. I'm not saying that outside help isn't needed, I didn't want to make anyone mad while I didn't have a way off the planet. We'll talk more about that momentarily.
Okay. I want to ask you some questions.
Fine, just be brief.
Have you any knowledge of star maps?
Now, why would you be asking about that, Don't answer. I knew that had to be why you were here. The problems of a few Wookiees don't amount to anything before the concerns of the Jedi. No, you are here for the map.
If you have information, please tell it to me.
Kashyyyk is an interesting place, more so than anyone suspects. If Circa Corporation knew, the planet would be a strip mine. The Wookiees have their legends that they were not always here, but it is more than that. The trees themselves are strangers.
You're rambling, old man. Get to the point.
What I'm saying is that there are literally walls in your way, and you won't find what you need without my help. And my help has a price. You must do a task for me, and then allow me to join with you. I will then remove certain barriers in your path.
I'm honored to help someone of your experience.
Oh, save it. I know this sounds absurd, but I'm old and entitled to work you around a bit. Besides, the test is simple. Since they began expanding in the Shadowlands, the Circa have left me alone for the most part. Until recently, anyway. A group of them set up camp not far from here. Poachers is all they are. I'd like them removed from this place.
Why do you care if they're here?
They don't respect this place. They're butchering wildlife and threatening entire species. It's getting under my skin. The Wookiees could take care of themselves if they wished, but the animals are truly helpless victims.
I see, so the aged semi-Jedi wants me to get some kids off his lawn.
Yes, I'm an old man that's getting fussy. Call me foolish if you will, I don't care, you still have to do it. Their camp is in the far northeast. Now remember, if I wanted them dead, I'd have done it myself. Find a better way.
Where are they? How many men?
They are not that far northeast of here. There's usually 5 in the area, as far as I can see. The captain of the lot is the one that earned my ire. Mishandle my garden, Willie.
Why would you want to join up with me?
You presumably have a ship. I've seen all I wish to here. Isn't that enough? I mean, I'm really sick of the trees. And perhaps your destiny might show me something new. You never know.
Why not just get rid of them yourself?
Don't talk back to your elders, child. Look, they know me quite well, and are always on alert when I approach. The only way I could get rid of them would be violence, which would eventually lead to trouble for the Wookiees. I want them gone, but with as little fuss as possible. They have already caused enough trouble as it is.
Okay. I'll look into it.
Return to me here and we'll see how you have done. Shoot! Shoot!
I love the way he ends conversations. Shoot! Shoot! So anyway, that was what I was waiting on to come up here. Of course, you can come up here and do what I'm about to do before you speak to Jolie, and he'll have a different response for you having already done his task, but, you know, it doesn't flow as well. So,
Who are you, another civil merchant like that Koros slime up on the docking ring? This is my territory. I don't make deals, and I don't persuade easily, so go back topside. Mess with my profits, and I'll see you dead.
yeah, he's not kidding. This guy, he doesn't screw around. There are multiple ways to deal with this. You could annoy him into attacking and just deal with it with violence. I'm not going to do that because that's dark side. I paid the docking fee. Who cares where I go?
So you're playing tourist. That isn't smart. The Shadowlands are all business. Mess around and you'll end up dead. That said, if you want to make some credits while you're looking to die, I might have a job for you.
That job is to kill the tack for their glands. I'm not going to do it because I think the tack are cute and I don't want to kill them.
Good. I'm not down here to direct traffic.
Alright, so there are other ways to deal with this.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. He's in charge of our harvesting here.
I'd rather ask about you. Why are you here?
Why am I here? I'm here because this is where the commander told me to stand. And that's all there is to it. I'm just a guard for this emitter. Why couldn't they have just equipped this lump of tech with a blaster and left me at home?
So, you could convince this guy to shut the emitter down himself, at which point his commander will just kill him.
I'm not here because I know stuff. I handle a blaster well enough to guard this emitter, and that's it. Talk to the commander.
Or you could also...
They generate a sonic barrier that allows us to stay in this wonderful location. It keeps the big predators away. I don't know how it works, really. I just know that if they go down, the camp would be overrun.
So only the emitters are keeping you here.
What of it?
So if someone shut them down, you could leave? Now, if you choose this, if you bribe him to help you shut it down, it will cost him his life. If you persuade him and it works...
I don't like being here, that's for sure. I suppose you could take this code and shut down the emitter I'm guarding. Enough of those emitters go down, and the camp will have to move out. But I never said anything.
Alright, he gave you the code for the emitter right behind him. Access primary functions, enter Zerker guard code. Emitter's off. You do that to 2 or 3 of these guys.
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the commander. He's in charge of our harvesting here. Why am I here? I'm just a guard. What do you want to know about that? I don't like enough of those emitters.
What? Run! Run!
Alright. Yeah, so if you take down 2 or 3 of those emitters, a Tyrantotech will come and chase them out of there. And oddly enough, not attack us, even though we have Jedi in our party.
No problem. Didn't work.
Alright, my skill is too low to open this?
Didn't work.
Okay. I guess I'll have to bash it open. There's 3 tech glands in there. Which means we can still do the mission's brother quest.
No
What's in
problem.
here?
Didn't work.
Failure? Means a good work. Still.
Got it.
Worked. Can I change what? Okay. So, I've completed Jolie's task, so I'm gonna head back and I'm gonna report to him. Alright. So, that should be all he needed. It was over here, I believe. I never actually memorized this map because you spend so little time on it. I am going the wrong way. Yeah, see what I mean? This part of the Shadowlands, I actually never learned my way around. But, here I am back at Jolie's hut.
Welcome back. I wonder, have you had much luck? Have you done as I asked?
I have made certain the poachers are gone.
Yes, I could feel it as you walked near, and I don't sense the smell of death on you. You spared them. Interesting.
There was nothing to gain by killing them.
Wasn't there? I suppose not, but the environment would say otherwise if it could talk. No matter.
You mentioned eliminating barriers. Get to it.
I know where you want to go. I can get you through to the old paths. This forest hides some strange things. There's also a Zerka repulsor field blocking the way, past the poacher camp in the east. I saw it when it was installed, so I know how to pass it. And on the other side, ancient answers. And perhaps a Wookiee you were seeking. I hope he's in the mood for visitors.
Alright. So, for this part, Jolie has to be part of your party. As for who the other member is, that's entirely up to you. As for me, I think I'm going to choose Karth. Simply because I haven't had him in my party for a while. I'm going to head towards the next area. Now, I haven't talked about my allies in a while. And I've gained, well, the entire crew now. But I've gained a few allies since I talked about what everyone's abilities are. So, I'm gonna take a moment to explain what everybody's special thing is before I move on. I'm just going to get to the barrier first. I'm gonna open up the barrier and walk through, and I'll explain what everyone can do as I'm passing through the barrier, and then we'll move on. The shimmer of a repulsor field is visible before you. It stands in stark contrast with the foliage around it.
There, you see? Beautifully subtle, isn't it? At least compared to the other Zerga equipment dumped down here. It's only been here a short while, or the Wookiees would have disabled it. They wouldn't have had an easy time of it, though.
Why place this thing here?
But there are others, each blocking similar points on certain paths. It is all very calculated, very precise. It would have been effective if it hadn't relied on the creatures to be walking. Climbers don't have much trouble getting around it.
I trust you can get past it? You said so.
I can manipulate it for a moment. Let me see. How did the Zerg engineers do it? There we go. Now, keep moving. These are the most dangerous depths of Kashyyyk. A few surprises wait for us, I'll wager.
I'll go ahead and start with Karth. Now, Karth is the first actual companion you receive, and he is required when you first leave your hideout on Terrace. He is a good companion to have in the early game. He backs you up with his guns, which are actually decent guns in the early game, but you'll quickly get better guns as you progress in the game. And you'll get better companions as well. He does have the security skill, but you'll get other companions that have that. Bottom line, Karth is better in the early game than later in the game, and other than his side quest and a mandatory section where you need him in your party, it's coming up shortly actually. That's basically all Karth is good for. Now, Mission, she also comes with security skill and can use it a lot better than Karth can. She also has a higher repair skill, demolition skill. She can use blasters a lot better than Karth. Basically, Mission is good with her hands, and not in a sick way, you perverts. She's 14 years old. Don't do that to her. I don't condone that. But she is good with tech and with blasters. She's a good character to have in your party if you know you're going to be breaking into places, or if you know you're going to need a character with a blaster or for mines, unless of course you equip your player character for such tasks. Other than that, you know, just like with Karth, she's better in the early game than later on. Zalbar is the combatant of the crew, plain and simple. He doesn't have much to say, of course, till you get to Kashyyyk, and even then he doesn't tell you everything. But you equip him with a sword and he'll beat down your enemies quicker than you can say oops. He handles a bowcaster pretty well as well. But there's really not much to say. Zalbar is big, he's strong, he's got high constitution, and he can destroy pretty much anything pretty easily. That's really all I have to say about Zalbar. As a Jedi with a lightsaber, Bastila is broken as shit on Terrace. There's not really anything that can stand up to her once she pulls out that lightsaber. But later in the game, her force powers become more her forte. She can heal the team, which she will most likely do more than anything else. And her main thing will be to support the rest of the team with things like burst of speed or what have you. She is a good character to keep in your party because she will most likely use a supportive force powers like heal or burst of speed, like I said. That's all there is to... Well, yeah, that's basically all that's worth mentioning. Anyway, T3 is the best lockpick you can get in the game. He'll be able to more than likely get through any lock that Karth or Mission can't get through. So once you get T3, neither of them will be required to get through locks anymore. He's also pretty much, well, he's decently well equipped for combat. Give him a good pair of pistols and he'll be able to back you up in a fight. Yeah. He doesn't have a side quest because he can't really talk, you can't really understand him. So that's all there is to T3. Canderous has three big things going for him. First is that he takes hits really well, or at least he usually does. Second is that he has that big repeating rifle that's his personal weapon. It's upgradable, it fires at a decent rate, as you saw, and it hits pretty hard when it hits. Third and most unique thing to Canderous is his special implant that allows him to heal minor wounds. So if he happens to get in trouble during battle, just run away, run around for a while, avoid getting hit, and he'll heal. That's one of the reasons why I have him in my party as much as I do, is so that I can avoid getting a game over by just running away and coming back later. Bottom line, Canderous, good character to have in a pinch. Juhani as a Jedi Guardian is the strongest Jedi character that you get in your party, assuming you didn't become a Jedi Guardian yourself. She hits harder than the other Jedi characters and even has the Force Leap ability that allows her to leap into battle and start the combat right away. But what really sets Juhani apart from the other characters is an ability that isn't actually mentioned in-game until, well, a part that's coming up shortly. And that is that she has the ability to use stealth. It's only really useful a couple of times in the game. It's not really highlighted all that much. And even when it is, it's completely optional. So, use Juhani if you need a combatant. And even then, Zalbar is a much better choice. Statement. HK-47 is an assassin droid who doubles as an interpreter, if you need one. Qualification. There is only 1 or 2 points in the game where you need this, however, so this is not the first thing to consider. Explanation. HK-47 is decent in combat, especially if you give him the right weapons, and is a great character to back you up. Admission. It is frustrating that as a droid, Force healing abilities don't work on him, nor do any other friendly Force powers. Humorous addendum. He does, however, have a lot of funny dialogue if you speak to him, making up for his lack of a personal side quest. Conclusion. So, whether it's for a laugh or to kill the meatbags that are in your path, HK-47 is a great choice for you. Jolie is, as I said before, Jedi Consular of your crew, therefore he is essentially the wizard. He has the most force points out of everyone in your group, but he also has the lowest constitution, therefore he will be the first one to die more often than not. He's the one that you would be best suited to putting in the back of the group to use his force powers to back you up, be it offensive or supportive. He's also really funny to talk to, as I've indicated already, whether it be his anecdotes or his humorous personality, or his unique way of ending conversations with "Shoot! Shoot!" He is definitely a unique character, and memorable at that. I have a lot to say about Jolie, but I'll probably save that for another time. Anyway, that is the entire crew, so let's get back to the game. Okay, and with that, we've made it to the lower Shadowlands, and with that, I am going to, call it. So, next time on Knights of the Old Republic, we explore the lower Shadowlands and do everything we can do there. In fact, I'm just going to say it, next time we're going to do everything left to do for now on Kashyyyk. So, see you guys then.